Welcome. Great to have everybody with us. Sunny and 75 this morning here in downtown Louisville. Today's a celebration of a lot of hard work over the past months, and the topping off ceremony is a milestone in construction that we've all been looking forward to. Glad you could join us to celebrate it. Many of you were here a year and a half ago when we broke ground on a cold January morning, and since then the entire city has watched as this structure has climbed into the sky. Not a day goes by without people stopping on the street corners to gaze up toward our construction cranes and enjoy the view of this beautiful hotel. It's easy to be starstruck by the dramatic landmark property. Today, as I mentioned, we celebrate this construction milestone, the completion of the main structure of the hotel and the residences. We've now reached 30 stories and claimed our spot in Louisville's beautiful skyline. A great deal of planning and effort goes into construction of every Omni hotel, and today we want to thank the people who helped make this possible. To the Rolling family and their commitment to the Omni brand and the Omni Louisville Hotel. Mayor Greg Fisher, the City of Louisville, and the members of the Metro Council, we thank you for your support. The Louisville Convention and Visitors Bureau. Been a great partner from day one, and we look forward to working with you well into the future. Our construction partners at Brassfield and Gorey, and the men and women who have worked on this project, all the subcontractors, many of you who will see as we tour the property in just a few minutes. We couldn't do it without their effort and commitment. Our designers, HKS, who designed the exterior of the hotel, and Waltrip and Nichols, our interior designers. You'll see as you tour, and the beautiful pictures behind me are the renderings of what's going to be just a fantastic design hotel. As many of you know, our collective goal is to create an environment that epitomizes what Louisville is all about, to distill the essence of the city into this hotel. Infusing the local color, culture, and flavor of each of the cities that we enter is our approach to the design and our new developments, and it's aided by hiring a lot of proud native people who have just embraced this destination and want to share it with everybody for years to come. The hotel was designed to capture the distinct character of the city, respecting its past and creating a modern expression of the future. Our design team was struck by the intersection of historic and modern designs here in Louisville. To embody the characteristic, the exterior incorporates natural materials such as exposed steel and regional limestone. The designers drew inspiration from the trusses of the Big Four Bridge, historic facades along Main Street, the brick archway of the Morrissey parking garage, to the play on water from the Ohio Falls and the Louisville Water Company. These design inspirations all collaborate throughout the interiors to create a new approach and style to refine the urban industrialism. You also notice a strong influence of bourbon and water throughout the interior and exterior, as you'll see in just a moment. The Louisville Hotel and the area that surrounds it, which include the reimagination of the convention center, will ultimately showcase all that the city has to offer, including its ever-developing downtown scene. We are not the only crane on the skyline here in downtown. We are ready to welcome locals and travelers from around the world to come to Louisville and hopefully make Omni one of their favorite destinations. Together, we are building a hotel that we can be proud of, a 30-story icon and beacon and landmark for the convention district. We are sincerely looking forward to welcoming all those traveling to Louisville and those who are looking for a staycation. As for the meeting and events, we've been open for business for a couple of years. We're taking bookings for March 2018 and beyond. We still got a few rooms available for the Derby, not many. We are expecting a very robust environment when we open. At this time, it's my honor to introduce someone very important to the success of this hotel and who's going to guide what's going to be from brick and mortar to a heartbeat that we're all going to be very proud of. At this time, I want to welcome General Manager Scott Stuckey.
Thanks, Dan, and thank you everyone who is here today. I'm still fairly new to Louisville, but I've fallen in love with the city. This last weekend, I bought a house, so that's good. And I can't wait to welcome guests to our city in just a few months. And it won't be long until we welcome our first customers. I'm proud to announce, thanks to the great work of our construction teams, the Omni Louisville Hotel will open a month ahead of schedule, March 6th. As you enter the building this morning, I hope you get a sense of the main public areas. They are large, they are welcoming, and they will, in many cases, be open to the streets, so people can enter from multiple locations. Their accessibility creates a sense that a building belongs to the people who live and work here. Not only will the hotel be a destination for business travelers, but we are creating a destination for locals with renowned dining options, including Bob's Steak and Chop House, our Speakeasy, which will have 4 bowling lanes you'll see later, and a bar, Heine Brothers Gourmet Coffee Shop, Neighborhood Services, an acclaimed Dallas icon, and a 3-meal-a-day restaurant, our lobby bar, a 20,000 square foot urban lifestyle market, and multiple retail stores, including a high-end bourbon and retail store. In addition to desirable options, the Omni Louisville Hotel will feature our signature spa, Mocara, as well as a stunning rooftop pool and an entertainment deck that will provide spectacular views of the city. After all, while conventioneers may come for business, we want them to stay or come back for pleasure. Even though our hotel isn't quite finished, we've got thousands of people lined up to come visit us. So far, we've recorded 82,000 room nights sold, a huge figure for any hotel, much less without any rooms. And the number will continue growing. People across the country are excited about our space, excited about Louisville, and excited about the new convention center, and they've been committed to coming years in advance. It's a testament to the lure of our city, and the hard work of our partners in the mayor's office and the Louisville's Convention and Visitors Bureau for helping the Omni Louisville become such a popular destination, both for convention and business travelers as well as tourists. Thank you for being a part of Omni Louisville's success. And now I would like to introduce to you Omni's first champion of Louisville, Mayor Greg Fisher.
All right, thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. Good morning, everybody. Morning. Welcome to District 4 here in Louisville. I want to recognize Barbara Sexton-Smith, our councilwoman here, and former Councilman David Tandy, both of whom have worked on this project. Representing the Congressman's office, Carolyn Tandy. Please give our best to the Congressman. So, thanks, everybody. I mean, you can see why the city was so excited about partnering with Omni as we looked at what the options were for this piece of property here. We were looking for that hotel operator, those entrepreneurs that would come here and build a distinctly Louisvillian concept that would be as good as any hotel in the world. And when you hear what Dan and Scott have been saying here, you can see how they've spent years and years thinking about that, and now how this project is being executed here with really great skill. And it's amazing to see. It does feel like we just started on a cold winter day, but when good people show up to work and are safe every day and knock it out one person at a time with great project management and great partners, you can see here we are, almost 30 stories into the air, looking over our beautiful city with just tremendous views. And we'll be open before we know it. 235 days from now, we will be celebrating the opening of this Omni here. And it's going to be another exclamation point on what we've seen in terms of our momentum here in the city. 63,000 new jobs, almost 3,000 new businesses, $11 billion in capital construction going on, education and attainment at an all-time high, people working themselves into the middle class in an all-time high. So everybody's winning in our city right now, and that's the key thing, and we will keep making sure that takes place. The other thing that's really phenomenal to see how much it's really come on is bourbonism. You know, we all wanted to buy into the fact that we could create our city's first ever 24/7 tourism experience, because we really didn't have one before. People would come for the Derby, they'd come for the Ryder Cup, they'd come for Forecastle like this weekend, but we did not have that type of attraction that would just keep people coming here day in and day out. And as you're walking around the city any day, but especially weekends, you will see all kinds of tourists that are here to enjoy this authentic bourbon heritage that we have here in our great city. And to see how Omni has embraced that and is taking off with that, I think we're going to see wonderful, wonderful things here with bourbonism. We also are going to see significantly enhanced street life around the Omni, particularly with the Falls City Market here on the northwest corner of the building. That will be really a new feature that Louisville hasn't seen before, with 7 different food concepts in there, and street life, flower shop, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be really something by combining both the hotel with the residences. This is just going to be a really unique property that we have coming here for Louisville, and I know everybody is really looking forward to it. I also want to thank Jeff Mosley. I see him being very low-key in the back. That's the way Jeff runs. But Jeff, on behalf of the city, is really the guy that helped pull this whole project together. So Jeff, you did a fantastic job. Thank you very much. All right. So to our Omni partners, Dan, Scott, Richard, Eamon, the entire team here, we look forward to building great things with you guys in the future. And we had high expectations when this project started, and they have been exceeded to date, and I'm sure they will for the rest of time as well. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Another one of our key partners, Karen Williams of the Louisville Convention and Visitors Bureau, could not be with us today, but we can't overstate the importance of working hand in hand with the great agency. On behalf of Karen, please welcome LCVB Vice President of Marketing and Communications, Stacy Yates.
Good morning, thank you. It is my privilege to represent our CEO today. She does send her best wishes. Trust me, and I can assure you she is very excited about this project, the way she talks about it and rallies our team behind it. It's also my privilege to speak to you on behalf of the 25,000 of us who work in Louisville's hospitality industry. The progress being recognized today is an important milestone for all of us who work hard each day to drive the city's economy through tourism. Many of you are with us right now. This is from the person that picks up someone at the airport or cleans our hotel room, to the tour attraction guide, to the mixologist that whips up an old-fashioned for them on the urban bourbon trail. These are all the people that are working to drive the economy through tourism, and this is an important day for all of us. The opening of a signature 600-room hotel is a sign that Louisville's tourism economy is strong and growing. It's also a sign of Omni's faith in Louisville as a destination. And it comes at a critical time in our city's growth. Perhaps at no other point since maybe Prohibition has Louisville literally and figuratively been creating a buzz. The leadership at Omni both recognize this and has helped to enhance it. So together with the expansion and renovation of the Kentucky International Convention Center, the opening of the Omni really does create many new doors for us to increase not only convention business to the city, but leisure business as well. Their brand is known very strong nationally, and this will attract additional group business and leisure travelers that may not have even considered Louisville in the past, but they will follow where an Omni goes. And as tourism business grows, we all benefit. We have no further to look than our state's signature bourbon industry, many of which are with us today. They know that the rising tide rises all boats. In fact, it's hard to believe, as the mayor said, that just over a decade ago, we had no bourbon attractions in the city of Louisville. We launched a little thing called the Urban Bourbon Trail that was simply a restaurant promotion because we didn't have those attractions. We can now say, and many of them are, I hope all of them are here with us today, we have 6 open for public tour bourbon attractions in our city, with at least 3 more that will be scheduled to open in 2018. And I know of a few others that are planned. They'd kill me if I told you about them, though. The Omni has even embraced this, as the mayor and Scott and Dan talked about. One of the things I love in their marketing is they're distilling the essence of Louisville. And you heard them talk today about how they're going to use bourbon and bourbonism as features in the hotel, from a signature store to probably my favorite, the Speakeasy. You'll probably see me there a lot. And they didn't have to do that, but by doing so, they help further Louisville's brand message and our authenticity. And creating a strong brand will, I assure you, drive visitation to Louisville. So thank you, Scott, Dan, wherever you are now, Eamon, all of the people that we work with at Omni. You've been great partners in telling Louisville's story, and we can't wait to welcome international visitors to our city through your doors. Cheers.
All right, I'm going to ask Eamon O'Brien and Nydia Hoskins. Many of you know Eamon. He has been here a long time, almost a year and a half, and he's our director of marketing. And Nydia is our hotel manager. And athletes, I'm just join me because we're happy to present the city's Bourbon on the Rocks. I'm pleased to ask many of Kentucky's master distillers have joined us today to help celebrate. We've asked each distiller to bring a few ounces of their favorite bourbon to contribute to the Omni Master Blend, which we will then use to baptize our building. As I introduce you each, please step forward and add your pitcher, bourbon to the pitcher.
Kevin from Moonshine University, Britt from Willett, Pamela from Michner's, Beth from Beam Suntory, Wes and/or Kyle from Angel's Envy, Kave from Rabbit Hole, Joe from Copper and Kings, Corky from Peerless, Brent Elliott from Four Roses, Kevin from Bullet. And as they're pouring the bourbon, you can just leave those bottles on the desk. We'll make sure they get into good hands. Mike Sherman, thank you so much for your artisan. Is it your fourth generation Kentucky family? Thank you so much for what you do for our industry. All right, here we go.